Hello, Gainesville, and welcome to Going Rogue with John Branch and Jay Rogue.
Thanks for joining us and get excited for what's going on in your community this week. Now to our host, John Branch and Jay Rogue.
That's me.
That's you.
That's us. Woo! And welcome to Going Rogue with John Branch and Jay Rogue. This is John Branch here talking to y'all. And today I am joined by my friend, my buddy. I've known him since I was 2, probably younger. Rick McCauley. Rick, how's it going today?
It's going good.
Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here.
Likewise.
Had an awesome day today. So we talked to Ernest with his company, First Choice All-Purpose Cleaning. And then you joined me to talk to the Delta Troubadours. Awesome show.
It was fun. Those guys are putting out some music right now. It's still in the studio.
So how was your weekend, man? What were you getting into?
The weekend was good. Didn't really do too much.
I heard you went to like an old barn.
Oh, the old barn, the bar over on 23rd. It's just an old barn, little bar. They only serve beer right across from Satchel's. Pretty cool. Dirt floors, slatted walls, slanted pool table.
Slanted pool table? It sounds. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like most pool tables in Gainesville.
This one's noticeably slanted.
There's like no sides to the pool table, and the ball just like rolls off every time.
If you learn it, you can make some money.
There you go. So did you do anything cool during the week?
Weekday?
Yeah.
Just working all day long.
Married life and work and keeping you busy.
Yeah, it's very busy.
Newly married. How's that going?
It's going good.
Just good.
Yeah, it's not much changes. You spend so much time with someone, all of a sudden you just make it legit, and then it just keeps on moving.
That's great. So Rick, why don't you tell everybody that's listening a little bit about yourself? So far we got you like slanted pool tables, you're married, but nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
And what else about you?
Just born and raised here in Gainesville, play music, try to ride a skateboard every once in a while when my old legs let me do it, and I ride motorcycles. I like to wrench on stuff, and hanging out with you. We go to Hogan's, drink beers all the time.
There you go. Hogan's, Walt, the owner, awesome guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Great guy. It's great. He never runs out of stories.
Or drinking games.
So you play in bands and music in town. What bands have you been in, man?
Right now I'm playing in Edmonton. We're approaching the end of our little run since 2000, I guess end of 13, maybe 14, I can't remember. Long time. Gonna do one more record and then one more short Florida tour, or I guess it's not Florida tour. We're Atlanta, Alabama, not too far up, farther outside of Florida, but we're gonna do one more loop and try to get the record done and get it all done so that our singer can go to school at Vanderbilt.
Well, that's good. He's going to grad school, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna go do something besides teach English at GHS, right?
Yeah.
So
hopefully.
this weekend, I'm gonna tell you what I did because you
Okay.
don't want to ask me. I went out to First Magnitude on Sunday.
Delicious.
Yeah, delicious, fantastic beer. Loved it. And I had the Waluka, the Walaluka, the
He's not speaking English. He's been drinking it already.
No, it was fun. I think it's the Waluka. It's also a county and a spring or something like that. Anyway, drink that beer. Absolutely delicious. But I was there for the Brew Olympics, put on by the people at Gainesville Scene. It was awesome, man. All these different startups came out. They all played drinking games with each other. It got a little heated at the end. But,
I bet.
It was so cool.
Alcohol-induced competition.
With like these ultra competitive young guys and girls playing in drinking competitions.
Well, now
right?
how young are we talking here? They got to be 21, right?
Well, they were, yeah, obviously. But like, freshly graduated from college, starting startups in Gainesville, and they're just out there like they're having fun at first, and then you can see like some people got a little competitive. It was awesome. I was waiting for it the entire time. It was great. But I went out there and I emceed with Jay Rogue was out there. We jumped up on picnic tables, told everybody what to do, had an awesome time, kept the energy going.
Chaotic.
It was so much fun, man. It was so much fun. But and then Loco Chino was out there. They were our first guests on the radio show. They killed it. Tiny Farm Band was out there. DJ Stizer, that's his name. I always want to say something else, but that's what it is. And then Matt Fowler, which is this awesome acoustic singer-songwriter guy in town, absolutely amazing musician. He's actually where Jay Rogue and I met, was at a Matt Fowler concert. So it was cool, like getting to see him play again. And he actually works over at Heartwood Soundstage now. So he's still staying involved in Gainesville, making the music scene better.
Where the Delta Troubadours are housing their band all the time right now, I guess.
Yeah. The Delta Troubadours played their Swamp Records showcase last week, something like that. And it was awesome, man. I could barely see them. It was fantastic. They sounded great. I was super happy. Thanks for tuning in. This has been John Branch on Going Rogue here with Rick McCauley. Thanks for listening to us. We're going to give you a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
This is Jay Rogue here. I want to tell you about the greatest wallet of all time. It's called the Sticky Mallard. Duct tape. Sticky Mallard. Get it? You can get one for yourself if you go to etsy.com/shop/the Sticky Mallard.
Let's take a listen to what this satisfied customer had to say about Sticky Mallard wallets. Cutting edge, artisanally crafted, and the next big thing. If you're looking for a wallet that is stylish yet unique, I would highly recommend a Sticky Mallard. The styling was impeccable. Anthony chose the classic silver duct tape look, but the added iconic Sticky Mallard green accents. The finished product was durable, street-ready wallet, and everyone from GQ to Big Tech is raving about it. Get yours while you can.
I've been using these wallets since I was 12 years old, and I will never be going back to anything else. Etsy.com/shop/the Sticky Mallard.
Hey, this is Aiden, Alex,
and Abai from Feather.
and John and Jay are probably about to lie to you about how good our company is.
The worst.
All right, Jay. So who are these Feather guys and what do they do?
Tell you what, Feather's the only marketing platform designed just for event organizers. Their customers use their cutting-edge marketing technology to grow their events.
All right, so if I was qualified to do something other than radio, how would I apply?
Tell you what, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go right now online, check it out, angel.co/feather, FEATHR/jobs. Once again, angel.co/feather, FEATHR/jobs. And you're going to apply for a job because these are some really cool guys.
They sound pretty awesome and lots of them to work with and super optimistic about the future.
Really cool people. And I'll tell you what, if you got some smarts on you, this is a company you want to work for.
All right, so I definitely can apply.
Feather.co.
John Branch here with Going Rogue. And if you would like to be a sponsor of the show, be sure to hit us up.
Yeah. Call us at 352-888-4807 or shoot us an email, goingrogue@wildcardaudio.com. Again, if you want to be a sponsor, hit us up, 352-888-4807 or contact us via email at goingrogue@wildcardaudio.com.
Going Rogue on 104.9, The Talk of Gainesville.
And welcome back. You're sitting here with John Branch, and I am talking to Ernest Boyd, the owner of First Choice All-Purpose Cleaning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing awesome. I'm here with you, man. Tell me a little bit about First Choice All-Purpose Cleaning.
Okay, let me start out by saying thank you for letting me be here today. And first off, First Choice has been around for 13 years.
Awesome.
We're a veteran-owned company. You know, I started out as soon as I got out of the military. We're a multi-purpose company, so it's First Choice All-Purpose. And we have several things that we do, from custodian work to janitorial to in and out movement, carpet cleaning, upholstery, also window cleaning, and one time, weekly, monthly, and so on, so on.
When you came to Gainesville, was there like a need? Was there a void for your service?
Not really. When I did it, it was just more of the experience I had from my mom and being in the Army, just cleaning. Then I started out cleaning before I even went in the Army. My mom, she was a housekeeper, and she was the manager of the housekeeping, and the guy who was doing the floor ended up getting fired, and she needed somebody desperately. And me and my cousin we were stripping and waxing floors for 2 years. End up going in the military. Military kind of woke me up because people don't realize the first thing they teach you in the military, not how to shoot a gun, not how to stay alive. First thing they teach you, and my mom always preached, this the first thing to success is cleaning. And when I went in the military, the first thing that they taught was cleaning. And it kind of rung a bell to me, like, oh man. And I really realized that everybody can't clean like I can clean.
So after the military, did you come back to Gainesville, or did you kind of go other places first?
I ended up going to West Palm Beach, just ended up moving up here, following my wife. When I came up here, actual job that I had in the military, it was so hard to get because I was a multi-transmission operator that's like dealing with satellites, and I really didn't want to stay in Denver or anything like that. So I decided I was good at cleaning. And I started doing it. The reason I started it, honestly, because of the veterans, because when I got out, nobody gave me an ideal of how to get out and get used to the normal society, give you a kind of a bridge from, because the jobs you're doing in the military is totally different than civilian jobs. So with me being in the cleaning service, it kind of gave me a bridge to help the veterans out. So that's kind of where I started at doing cleaning.
Do you normally try to concentrate on hiring veterans?
Yes, because I figure if you're a veteran and you had an honorable discharge, you definitely know how to clean. Because they'll kick you out if you don't know how to clean. Yeah. That was the most surprising thing to me, because in my household, I was the dirtiest. And, but my mom always preached cleaning. And it never really clicked to me until I went in the military. And I'm thinking I wanted a gun the first day. No, they gave me a mop. My sergeant told me, he almost iterated the same thing that my mom said was, you can't be successful without clean, because it's a mindset. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I came to Gainesville, no jobs available, do the best thing I know how to do.
That's awesome. That's such a great idea too. And you're always thinking about what people do when they get out of the military. Like, I never would have thought about that.
Mm-hmm. And every guy in the military definitely know how to clean. They do it every day, where it has to be perfect.
Do you have any kind of like mottos in your life that you kind of live by, or anything like that? Any sayings you kind of think about?
Well, as far as cleaning, the only thing, just get the job done. I'm more on that. Same as the military. We don't care how long you have to be there, what you need to do, just get the job done. And that's the same thing I preach with cleaning. It's a lot of people, when they come in to do a job, they expect to be there 2 hours. So that's their mindset, and that job might be 4 hours. So you can't get the best product out of nobody if you're expecting with time. So the guys that I hire, they kind of still in the same model as the military, because we used to do jobs for 12, 13, 14 hours, and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And now it makes sense because cleaning.
It seems like everybody that works with you has a very cohesive mindset. Everybody's kind of coming from the same place. Is that a good thing, you think? Is it a bad thing? What do you think?
I don't think they come in with the same mindset. It's just more of they respect the process of I'm giving them a bridge to where they need to go at, because some people get out and they go to school and they have a family, and I can help them with a part-time job, full-time job. And, even though I can help them with other things also, like experience-wise, for me being a veteran getting out, I didn't know, like when I first got out, I went straight to get a job. But when you get out of the Army, you got a whole year, you can get unemployment, no stress, but it's just little things that I didn't know that now I can pass on to other veterans. So
it seems like you're all about like helping the community.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything else? I know that's a lot already.
Well,
you run your own business. That's a lot of time.
Well, not really. I mean, I deal with my son and the kids, he plays basketball, but other than that, that's something that in the long run, my spirit, where I will definitely be helping out the community, because that's where it started with the kids. That's just where I'm at right now.
When you were starting a business in Gainesville, how's the climate of Gainesville kind of changed from the 13 years ago when you started it to kind of how it is now?
I think it changed. Big reason being just because of the internet. When I first started, the internet really wasn't that big. Now, the internet plays a big part into my service. When I first started, it was just more of just cleaning. But get a contract now, you got to add cleaning / a supplier. Okay. So now you have to cut out middlemen. You have to get on the internet and order supplies and stuff. Before, it was just the companies knew you just was a cleaning company. And it just kind of like the world is just evolving, especially like with green products, and all those type of things. People realizing what other products are doing. And now you're having these big corporations in Gainesville that's going off of other corporations, and they're using green products. And that plays a big factor into contracts, because we used to control exactly how we do contracts. Now we have to base it off who has allergies and the type of products, and the cost goes up, but they still want the same amount.
Yeah,
it's a tricky thing. It just technology then got more involved, and if you're not really on the computer making more moves, I think the regular mom and pop's going to be pushed out.
They definitely don't have the time or the resources to hire somebody just to figure out how to save them a few dollars, over all of their contracts. When they only have a few contracts, it's not really super worth it, I guess.
It's more business now. It's more like a legit business. When I first started, anybody could have did it and got contracts. But now you can weave out the person who just started, because now they have so many different criterias. You have to have 4 years. You have to be certified with allergies. You have to do certain amount of things, and you have to get it in this structure of their money.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how technology kind of changed
Do things change consistently? Do you feel like how it is with like huge tech companies, like every 6 months you have to be on the cutting edge of something new? Or is it kind of like, okay, you have a year and then you can figure out the next move and then you can figure out the next move?
Yeah, I think it's just every year. It's not at a rapid pace to where every 6 months. Now that'll be scary. It's just building up. And if you're not going with it, you know, like the mom and pop still living and they still eating good now. But I don't think that'll be 6 years from now.
Yeah, we find out the new things we're allergic to or something
Yeah,
that
definitely.
we never knew of.
Yeah, to keep dust down, anything, you know, the mopping products, you know, the different type of mops. Like the mop I used to use when I first started, if I see anybody using that, I know you just started.
Okay.
Because they got different mops now. You know, that's gonna have where it's not non-slippery. It's different types of things.
Technology definitely keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
How do you try to keep a competitive edge against other people?
I used to be word of mouth, you know, more of a word of mouth type thing. And that was my edge of hard work pays off, you know, and that was just me, you know, no sleep. Just hard work. While they sleeping, I'm working. It's kind of a crazy story, you know, being in this exact radio station right here. Me passing this, I have plenty of contracts downtown that I do every night. And I pass this exact radio station every night. And I never in my life even thought about even being on the radio, being in the mindset of being on the radio or taking my business to the next level. As I just kept passing this radio station, it just kept growing on me like a manifestation. Like, man, I might can do radio. And the guy Jared, when he offered me to come here and told me where it was, I almost broke down and cried just because, you know, I just felt like I was on my way just because I passed this building every day and I was like, that's something I can do. At first it was like, oh, that's how radio stations look. Oh, that's how it look inside the radio station. Because, you know, when you pass it at night, you can see inside. I can see the microphone. Oh, that's how it look. And then after a while, it was like, man, maybe I can do it. And after a while, it was like, I can do it. And it just fell in my lap. I'm in the exact radio station. So world, if you're listening to me, I don't know nothing about manifestation. I just know if you want it, you can do it. And I really believe that because this is it.
Let everybody listening know how they can get in contact with you.
You can contact me with a 24-hour service. You can contact me at area code 352-359-8019. You can ask for Ernest personally, and I will definitely come for a free estimate. Me or any one of my staffs, and, you know, hard work pays off, and we're going to get the job done. Whatever it is, I got an army of workers.
Literally an army of workers.
Really an army of workers. So,
do you have a website or anything like that as well?
No. I don't do hard work pays off.
There you go. Give them your phone number one more time.
Phone number once again, everyone, 352-359-8019, and we can get the job done.
Great. Thank you so much for coming in. This was absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad to have you join me.
And thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this.
This is Jay Rogue here. I want to tell you about the greatest wallet of all time. It's called the Sticky Mallard. Duct tape. Sticky Mallard. Get it? You can get one for yourself if you go to etsy.com/shop/the Sticky Mallard.
Let's take a listen to what the satisfied customer had to say about Sticky Mallard wallets. Cutting edge, artisanally crafted, and the next big thing. If you're looking for a wallet that is stylish yet unique, I would highly recommend a Sticky Mallard. The styling was impeccable. Anthony chose the classic silver duct tape look, but the added iconic Sticky Mallard green accents. The finished product was durable, street-ready wallet, and everyone from GQ to Big Tech is raving about it. Get yours while you can.
I've been using these wallets since I was 12 years old, and I will never be going back to anything else. Etsy.com/shop/the Sticky Mallard.
Hey, this is Aiden,
Alex,
And a buy from Feather.
and John and Jay are probably about to lie to you about how good our company is.
the worst.
All right, Jay. So who are these Feather guys and what do they do?
Tell you what, Feather's the only marketing platform designed just for event organizers. Their customers use their cutting-edge marketing technology to grow their events.
All right. So if I was qualified to do something other than radio, how would I apply?
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go right now online, check it out, angel.co/feather, FEATHR/jobs. Once again, angel.co/feather, FEATHR/jobs. And you're going to apply for a job because these are some really cool guys.
They sound pretty awesome and lots of them to work with and super optimistic about the future.
Really cool people. And I'll tell you what, if you got some smarts on you, this is a company you want to work for.
All right. So I definitely can apply.
Feather.co.
Hey everybody, we're the Delta Troubadours. This is Savannah.
Check it out.
about these methods I've been using to keep wrecking myself. Oh, they say there's no pain for using cocaine. You can feel it in your face, but you can feel it in your brain. You can feel it in your heart, how your soul starts to wane. It keeps tearing you apart and the blood starts to drain. Oh, good Lord, now where were my manners? Oh, those demons stole my soul in that ghost town, Savannah. Don't you clean up your glasses, ain't no difference to see. I should be exercised in prison with that back up beneath. Well, am I back up beneath? Just a drunken fool. Well, I know this crazy life and what they taught me in school. But they're teaching voodoo out in Louisiana, from New Orleans to that ghost town, Savannah.
How's it going, everyone? This is John with the Delta Troubadours. You're listening to Going Rogue with John Branch and Jay Rogue.
And welcome back. You are here on Going Rogue with John Branch and Rick McCauley. Woo! And we're going to let you know what's going on this week. Rick, tell them what's going on this week. What's happening Wednesday for them?
Well, Wednesday at Rockies is Comedy Boom at 9. The Whiskey House has an open mic night starting at 7. You know it's going to get completely wild up in there since it's a whiskey house.
That's exactly. Go check out that Comedy Boom. I have a bunch of friends, awesome stand-up comics, and they do a comedy rivalry face-off, kind of like American Idol for comedy. So it's almost like Last Comic Standing, you could say.
Comedy battle.
Yeah. Well, Last Comic Standing was like an actual American Idol comedy type thing. And there you go. And coming up on Thursday's
the wine tasting.
So as soon as this is over at 6, go check out wine tasting over at Downtown Wine and Cheese at 6:15. You like wine, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Some Shiraz.
Shiraz?
With some good cheese.
Some Gouda cheese.
Ooh,
you could
Gouda
say.
cheese.
And then at 9 o'clock at High Dive, they got Straight Outta Gainesville. I guess those are people that get up on stage and rap, but check it out. 9 o'clock at High Dive. Say what's going on Friday.
28th has High Dive going on again with the Forum, Driveway, and Midbrain.
Yeah, the Forum are awesome, man. Alex, the drummer of the band, a friend of mine. Go check him out. I want to go to that show. I'm going to try my best to get out there. I'm excited for that show, man. I'm excited. And then on Saturday...
Cover show.
Awesome cover show. We got Heart Shaped Box, American Idiots, and Blink starting at 9 o'clock at High Dive. I'm your hookup for free tickets to that show. I got 2 tickets. Whoever calls me right now.
I'm calling.
You can call me. Don't worry. You won't actually come through on the air. Just so that you call through. And that way we can get you those tickets. So don't worry about being on the air. Just give us a call, man. And we got those free tickets for you. Give us a call at 352-888-4807. That is 352-888-4807. Give me a call now, and Jay's lonely, and he'll pick up the phone, or I'll pick up, and we got those tickets for that awesome cover show, man. I always love myself some Green Day and some Blink Day too. Also,
middle school memories.
I dated a girl that had a Green Day / Beatles tattoo.
Interesting
It was
combo.
the weirdest tattoo ever. It was on her chest, and it was a grenade that looked like a exploding strawberry.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was. I quickly dumped her. That's a lie. I sat in that horrible relationship for 8 months. But anyway.
And then she left you.
Yeah. She went through my phone at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Looking for tattoo ideas, right?
Looking through my text messages. Went through a text message with a friend of mine because I called her crazy.
Well,
yeah.
Can't do that.
Right? You can't do that. But this was like during the time that we broke up.
When she was crazy?
Yeah. Because I beat her in a... Because I beat her in a game of Scrabble. I swear.
Scrabble's
we
competitive,
broke up
man.
because I beat her in a game of Scrabble. I don't understand. And then she gets mad that I called her crazy. I'm like, you're right. This is not going to work. And I left. Same day. On Saturday, we have Flatland filming at Harwood Soundstage at 11. Flatland, awesome band. They were on our show a couple weeks ago with Bree. Awesome time. And it's going to be great. We're excited. We're excited to keep it going here on Going Rogue with you guys. We also have Backwood Fam Jam coming up May 5th through the 7th. And I got free tickets for that as well. So go online and go to wildcardaudio.com. Click on the Going Rogue icon and you send us an email and just say, hey, I want those free tickets for Fam Jam. We got tickets left for
And
you.
they'll give them to you.
They're
just
free.
give them to you.
They're free dollars. That's free. FREE. We'll just give it to you. Give us a call, hang out with us. We'll be there too, rocking with our tent, hanging out with everybody, having a good time. Give us a call or go to that website and send us an email. Awesome. Enter to win those tickets. Again, that phone number is 352-888-4807. That's 352-888-4807. And there's some awesome bands going. There's the Delta Troubadours. We have on coming up on our next segment, and you just heard a song by them. Awesome band, awesome people. Really interesting interview. We had a good time here.
Yeah, they're interesting dudes.
Yeah, Loco Chino's playing. The first band we had here, Hail Cassius is playing. Awesome time. We're really excited for it.
Yeah, it's a good lineup.
Give us a call at 352-888-4807 to get yourself some Backwood Fam Jam tickets. That's 3 days of camping. You don't have to leave and come back.
For free.
For free.
Not 3 days of camping, but 3 days for free.
That was a tongue twister, Rick. You got me all confused now. Give us a call, 352-888-4807. Anything else exciting happened this week that you can think of, Rick? Anything you're doing?
I have no plans as of yet.
Man, I brought you on the show because I thought you had a really interesting life. This guy's been like 47 bands in Gainesville. He's played drums in like a pop band. He's played guitar in an alternative band. He was the singer in this awesome screamo band that played surf rock. And then he gets married and all he does is look at a fish tank now. Yeah. Is that basically what happened?
And motorcycles and fish tanks. You just can't do them at the same time, or it's like a little BP spill in the tank.
Little BP spill in the tank.
Can't get oil on the fish.
I don't think they like that.
No.
I don't think they do. Just so it's motorcycles, fish tanks, and Hogan's.
Yeah.
Unless you go to a barn. That's the other place.
Yeah, the old barn. It's my jam.
There you go. Well,
I can walk there.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Let you know what's happening this week. Give us a call again to win some free tickets. 352-888-4807. I'll pick up. Jay will pick up. We're lonely. Give us a call. All right, and so we're on to our next little segment. It's a little impromptu segment here. Fest bands just came out over the weekend.
This is looking good.
All right, so Rick, you're my best friend. Who are you excited to see playing at Fest this year?
It's gonna be awesome to see Against Me do the Reinventing Axl Rose record from top to bottom. It'd be pretty cool to see the original lineup of band members in it too, but there's been no word of that yet. And Hum, really, really excited to see Hum.
I have no idea who they are.
I wouldn't even really know how to describe it other than the fact that it's just great music. It's heavy, but it's kind of complicated. Great band, just kind of really just overwhelmingly great band.
I think you and I were both at the last Against Me show in Gainesville at Common Grounds when High Dive was Common Grounds.
Yeah.
Forever. That was an awesome show. Everybody got off on stage at the very end. Had a good time, man.
Yeah, it was a good time.
If you watch that music video, I'm the last person to hug Tom or Laura Jane Grace now. I'm the last person to hug him on the Because of the Shame music video that was shot in Gainesville. So you can see me with my awkward beard giving them a hug to end the music video in Gainesville. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Off With Their Heads is playing this year.
Yeah, Off With Their Heads.
That's going to be awesome. Pears is playing. That's going to be great. Are you playing Fest this year?
I don't know yet. We played the last 2 or 3 as Edmonton, and I've played the previous ones with Jocelyn 2 or 3 times previous to that, and with Jocelyn as well. And then also with one of my first little thrash bands called Whiskey Binge Bikini, and that was probably Fest 5 or 4.
Did you play Loki Danger last year too?
Yeah, Loki Danger last year was fun. We played at Nelly's.
All right, and thanks for hanging out with us and letting us inform you about what's happening this week so you can getting on with your weekend. You've been listening to John Branch and Rick McCauley on Going Rogue and Party on Gainesville. Get a quick listen to from our sponsor and another song in there from the Delta Troubadours, and we'll be back with an interview with the Delta Troubadours with Gretus and John. And stay tuned. Party on.
This is Jay Rogue here. I want to tell you about the greatest wallet of all time. It's called the Sticky Mallard. Duct tape. Sticky Mallard. Get it? You can get one for yourself if you go to etsy.com/shop/the Sticky Mallard.
Let's take a listen to what this satisfied customer had to say about Sticky Mallard wallets. Cutting edge, artisanally crafted, and the next big thing. If you're looking for a wallet that is stylish yet unique, I would highly recommend a Sticky Mallard. The styling was impeccable. Anthony chose the classic silver duct tape look, but the added iconic Sticky Mallard green accents. The finished product was durable, street-ready wallet, and everyone from GQ to Big Tech is raving about it. Get yours while you can.
I've been using these wallets since I was 12 years old, and I will never be going back to anything else. Etsy.com/shop/the Sticky Mallard.
Hey, this is Aiden.
Alex.
And Abai from Feather.
And John and Jay are probably about to lie to you about how good our company is.
The worst.
All right, Jay. So who are these Feather guys and what do they do?
Tell you what, Feather's the only marketing platform designed just for event organizers. Their customers use their cutting-edge marketing technology to grow their events.
All right, so if I was qualified to do something other than radio, how would I apply?
Tell you what, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go right now online, check it out, angel.co/feather, FEATHR/jobs. Once again, angel.co/feather, FEATHR/jobs. And you're going to apply for a job because these are some really cool guys.
They sound pretty awesome and lots of them to work with and super optimistic about the future.
Really cool people. And I'll tell you what, if you got some smarts on you, this is a company you want to work for.
All right, so I definitely can apply.
Feather.co.
The Talk of Gainesville, Going Rogue with John and Jay on 104.9.
What's going on, guys? This is John with the Delta Troubadours.
Hey, everybody. This is Gitas Garces with the Delta Troubadours, and you're about to hear Muzzle for Your Cousin.
To get aboard this train. No precious poetry. And no, don't you go there. That's what happened when the last time we talked. I got a mouth full of loving and a muzzle for your cousin, so darling, please stop. La 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 la. Oh Lord. La 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 la. Oh no, don't you go there. That's what happened when the last time we talked. I got a mouth full of loving and a muzzle for your cousin, so darling, please stop. La 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 la. Oh Lord. La 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 la. Oh
Talk of Gainesville, Going Rogue with John and Jay on 104.9.
And welcome back. This is John Branch with Going Rogue, sitting here with the Delta Troubadours. And I'm joined by my friend Rick McCauley.
How is everybody doing?
That they can't answer you, Rick. It's the radio.
Oh, radio. I thought we were on the telephone.
All right. So I'm sitting here with Guidos and John, who decided to steal my name from the Delta Troubadours. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and kind of say a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Guidos Garces. I am the lead singer and the rhythm guitarist of the Delta Troubadours from Tampa, Florida, and I am just so happy to be here right now.
Happy to have you, man. Happy to have you.
Yeah.
My name is John Franklin. I play bass in the Delta Troubadours. And yeah, it's great to be on the show. John, going rogue. Let's do it.
Ready to go rogue.
Yeah, going rogue with John and Rick now. That's just for a little bit here. So how did everybody meet? How'd you guys get together?
Yeah, so it's kind of a long convoluted story, but we're all originally from Tampa, Florida. I'm the only one in the band that didn't go to the same high school as everybody else. And so, yeah, I get a lot of flack for it.
He was a prep school guy.
I was.
So obviously you made him the singer and the front man.
Right.
That's what happened.
I guess.
This guy did the chorus for like 12 years of his life.
Yeah.
So.
Prep school course. It's not quite as crazy as the public school course.
What were you singing? What's the weirdest song you sang there?
Oh man, we used to do a lot of like religious stuff, just because a lot of old choral music is religious stuff. So it wasn't particularly weird music wise, but we had to sing a song in Greek. It was like it's called like Kyrie, which is like a pretty typical like call and response thing in the church, I guess. But I don't know, it's kind of weirded me out. Trying to catch, because you're reading everything in front and you're trying to think of what notes you got to hit. And so it's a whole thing you got to do in your head, especially as a 16-year-old. You don't really know anything, right? So
I did 12 years at Catholic school and I was in choir for a little bit. Were you in choir too?
I didn't do the choir, but I had to go to the same school.
But anyway, so like I said, all originally from Tampa, and 3 of us went up to school here at UF. John and I we had kind of met each other at parties and stuff in high school, but we actually ended up rooming together.
Orientation.
Yeah.
That first day of school when you come in and
It's like,
get your classes out before the actual session starts.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because like we like kind of recognize each other, like, hey, we'll have a buddy for the rest of the day. And then we ended up becoming friends in college. And kind of, it wasn't until our like
2013,
yeah,
early 2013. I started to play in a local country cover band called Gainesville Grit, and I was actually a bouncer at Pennywine at Beef O'Brady's. For anyone that remembers that,
I totally remember that. I have so many friends that love that, but it was horrible for guys because you couldn't get the Pennywine.
Well,
so I one of my buddies, Rick Cagno, he was doing this country cover band and he wanted to play Beef O'Brady's. I was like, sure, man, I can get you in there, but I just want to play. I want to play. I want to play rhythm guitar in your band because I had like dabbled with guitar and it was always something I wanted to do. But so I started playing with this cover band, and eventually Gitas and our guitarist Ian joined the pack, and that's really when we started.
See, they're a whole.
That's when we realized we actually have something going on here, especially when we today is the three-year anniversary of the release of our first
album, I guess you would call it.
You can call it.
Home recorded album.
Here's your test. What day is that?
April 24th.
Wow. It is, John. Don't have to look at the calendar.
Well, the good thing today is Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fun.
I might have messed that up.
I got you.
But anyways,
it's 27.
Don't worry, nobody noticed that.
Nobody noticed.
Especially not when I called lots of attention to it.
No sweat.
Never happened.
It's weird being in the future,
we got the ball
right?
rolling, once we got things rolling with our project and like we knew we had some talent, we started writing original material and just playing around locally, and we've really kept the ball rolling ever since, and I'm really happy with all of our accomplishments along the way. We've been steadily growing. Gainesville's treated us really well, especially now that we've been working with Swamp Records for almost a year now.
Yeah. What's it like playing in Gainesville and then also playing for Swamp Records?
Gainesville is a funky music town, man. I love it because we have a lot of really incredible musicians, a lot of really dedicated people to the scene. But Florida itself is just a really weird place for music, and so a lot of it really kind of depends on the local communities that you build rather than, if you're in a bigger city like Atlanta or even in Athens, Georgia or something, you got people from all over the place coming through town. And so playing in Gainesville is great, especially when you get people out. But you never know, man. You could have a Friday night with like a stacked lineup and it's like, 50 people show up, and you can have like a Tuesday night where you're like, I don't know, nobody's really going to show up, and 200 people show up or something. So it's a
fickle scene.
It's a trip.
I mean, when it's good, it's good, but the one problem I think Gainesville has is just there isn't a venue or bar that has a built-in crowd that's like always there to like see live music. I think that's kind of something that we're lacking.
I can do some cardboard cutouts, maybe. Just stick them around.
I mean,
I was thinking about that the other day.
just cut out people and stick them at Bo Diddley. Just have the biggest crowd ever.
Yeah. Then I can't stage dive.
I mean, you couldn't go to Fest one year, so we're gonna make a cardboard cutout of them and bring them everywhere. Take pictures of them everywhere. Hey, like you were at this show. You had a great time at this show. Look at you partying at this show.
But yeah, I guess the other thing that makes Gainesville kind of unique is like we started playing in college, so a lot of the people that came out to our shows, especially early on, were friends from college. They're friends from school, and when people graduate, a lot of them move out of Gainesville, right? And so you have to almost like rebuild your fan base every couple of years. And it's nice that the city's kind of growing and really bringing in a young professional crowd that's dedicated to coming out to shows and whatnot. So that's been a huge help over the last year. I think the city's got a lot of potential, and over the next 10 years, probably going to do some pretty big things. Seems to happen every once in a while, right? With punk scene in the 90s or Southern rock scene in the 70s, it's kind of due for another
every 20 years,
music
something comes around. I think the Troubadours.
Yeah.
Every 20 years. Just make sure you didn't hit it too early, man. That's the real question.
No, 70s, 90s.
It might be 7 years too late, man. I don't know. Did it pass us by?
We'll see.
But how is playing for Swamp Records there? How do you guys like? Because I was at your showcase, whatever, the last week, and I could not get into the venue. It was so packed.
Yeah,
that was a cool show.
Yeah. I mean, so that was I can't remember the name of that theater. It's called the Crosstown
Repertoire Theater.
We just call it the Black Box.
The Black Box.
Yeah.
Someone needs to open a venue. Gainesville. Some entrepreneur, please buy that place out and make it a rock and roll venue.
Or just people that are running it right now.
Heartwood just kind of rents it. It seems like for their festivals and stuff. It's kind of a nice little compromise, I guess.
It was certainly a silver lining after having the police called for a noise complaint, which is why we ended up playing in there in the first place.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, you know. It was 6 p.m. and people were playing music, and so it's not out of the question, I guess, for a neighbor to be like, "What's going on here?" Right? So we were a little confused at first because, you know, we were expecting to play outside and everything on this big stage that they set up, and then they were like, "No, you guys are playing in this theater," and we couldn't go in there for 2 hours because there was a play going on at the time. So we were just kind of sitting around like, all right, what's this going to be like? We got in there and immediately we were like, this is going to be awesome. There's no barrier between us and the like audience at all. It's completely packed out. It was hot and sweaty. It's how rock and roll has to be, man. It's just perfect.
There's even like stadium seating on the side.
Yeah.
But what I love about that is people go in there, they sit early, and then they realize that everybody's going to stand in front of them. So all the people that are lazy for the shows show up early, sit down, and then they can't see a thing.
Man.
It's like, that's what you get for sitting down when you go see the Delta Troubadours.
Yeah, but yes, I mean, Swamp Records as an organization's been great. In general, we're a flagship artist, and been one of those flagship artists for about 9 months now. And as a band, there's so much that you do that has nothing to do with music. It's like running a business, you know. It's incredibly taxing, you know, when it comes to like running social media accounts, you know, making contact. Yeah, doing taxes. We just did taxes for the first time this year. Yeah, practicing.
Yeah, practicing is kind of like a.
Sometimes it's on the back burner because of all those other crazy things. So having Swamp Records to kind of help us and manage us with all the stuff that's non-music related has been incredibly helpful. And, you know, in terms of their mission, it's pretty much twofold. It's to, you know, get students that are interested in music some hands-on experience working with artists, working within the industry, and also to really kind of promote artists within the scene that, you know, have a real chance to put a, you know, big spotlight on this city. So I think, you know, it's only a, I think, 4-year-old organization right now, and over the next couple of years, I really think that it's going to help the scene out a lot. So we're happy to be a part of it.
That's awesome.
How are you guys on the road? Do you guys tour a bunch of things like that?
We're actually in the process of doing our first Southeast tour here in late June through like July. We're like in the process of organizing our dates, but as far as tours, we've gigged around a lot in Florida. And Florida's, I mean, can be broken down into 5 different major scenes, I'd say. But North Central Florida is definitely our biggest market. We played up in Athens,
Georgia.
Athens, Georgia, yeah.
Great.
Beautiful
love
city. Rival city.
But yeah, as far as like major tours, we're really eagerly anticipating our this summer because it's gonna be our first time like breaking out into the Southeast.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but no, I mean at the same time, so we traveled around a little bit, and I mean when we play in Tampa every so often because we're all from there. It's not really like a road trip, but we went down to Okeechobee to perform in March. And John's parents actually drove us down in this crazy RV that they had just
it was pretty awesome.
Just gotten from his grandpa. Yeah, it was amazing, you know. And so we're just like sitting there, not having to worry about driving or anything, eating Cuban sandwiches. And I don't know, it's good. We like to have a good time when we're together. There's a lot of dry humor. There's a lot of bad humor. There's a lot of
too much of it.
There's a lot of like really stupid internet memes. There's a lot of dog pictures, puppy pictures. Shout out to all those puppies out there on Instagram. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
There's literally a birthday party for a dog happening in the dog park next to us.
Is it the golden retriever?
Oh,
I don't know
who.
Oh no! I think I saw that one.
I think I saw a golden retriever that was getting more love from the other dogs than the other dogs were getting. So they probably knew it was his birthday too. That's probably what it was.
Birthday love. But yeah, I mean, being on the road, since we haven't really done it seriously, you know, our expectations of it are only based on.
We want to break even, and we want to expand our market.
Yeah.
That's like my 2 main goals for this summer.
Yeah.
So
if you plan it right, you'll make some money.
Yeah.
I mean, bottom line, break even. Like, we're gonna focus on selling merchandise to kind of level that out.
Guaranteed to make some money.
Yeah. But
people are buying it.
I mean, the only thing that we really know about being on the road is from what people have told us, and they just say you have no idea what it's like until you do it. So, you know,
Agreed.
You know, no expectations. It's probably the best way to live life.
So Rick, you've been on the road, touring with bands and stuff. Do you have any advice with them?
It's fun. It'll eat you alive a little bit, you know. There's long nights where you watch an entire venue in a place you've never been packed, and then when you play, no one is there. They're all outside smoking cigarettes, and then the next band sets up, and the whole place is full again, and somehow you still get $80 at the end of the night.
Oh man,
$80? Wow, that's great.
Oh, that's not here. That's farther away.
Yeah,
here doesn't pay so well.
Oh yeah,
not at least
we know. Yeah.
Lucy's does.
Depends where you are.
Yeah, Harlan's great.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll take that to heart.
Have a vehicle that you know will get you there and back. We got one that got us there.
Oh man.
We made it back.
I can tell you made it back.
It's a lot.
Did everybody make it back?
Everybody made it back. Dude, we almost lost a couple people. Some hitchhiking. You know what I mean? Like, you really do got to just live it, because things will happen, and you think it could be the worst thing ever. And then when you get back, you're like, man, that was a trip.
Yeah.
Then you got to start planning your next one.
Keep the cooler full.
It's like
Don't know when that van's about to snap. Like, you stuck on the side of the road.
It's like Willie Nelson that's been on tour for what, like 30, 40 years or something, just continuously. It's crazy.
His home is the road.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. It's funny. Am I allowed to speak frankly about illicit substances?
With Willie?
With Willie? Yeah. No, he. Yeah, but it's funny because he said like I don't even need to buy. I haven't bought like marijuana for like 30 years. People just give it to me, you know. It's like he's got like this crazy table. I've seen pictures. He has like a table just full of it, you know. And puts like all the rappers to shame, man. It's crazy.
It always reminds me of the end of Beer Fest where they have like the commercial for Weed Fest or whatever at the very end. Yeah, every year I'm just looking for the next one. At least we're getting Super Troopers 2 though.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
oh,
that's been in production for like a year. It's ready to go.
Broken Lizard? Is that?
Yeah. The comedy troupe.
Yeah.
I guess is what it is.
Comedy troupe. It's a funny word, man. It's a funny word.
Troupe. It's a funny word. So where did the band name Delta Troubadours come from?
So we started out as Gainesville Grit, and then we became Grit with one T. And then we found out that there was a band in LA named Grit with one T that had a federal trademark on it. So we were like, all right, we'll be Grit with two T's. And then we talked to a lawyer, and he said, that's not enough. You guys should probably just change the name. And so...
Even add an E?
Grite. Grite.
I think you should have just gone 3 T's. And
Three T.
Considered it, but it was the same.
Same issue, man. Same issue. But yeah. So over the years, we've just thrown out a bunch of stupid band names at each other, like Scream Cheese. I think is one that always.
That's great.
Yeah, it's one that we always kind of like thought about, but kind of jokingly. But then when we started actually thinking about the name, I think we had a list of probably
40 to 50.
Yeah, at least like
of ones that like when we finally sat down. This was before Okeechobee, and
it was like in December.
Yeah, and we had a feeling we were going to like pull ahead in the competition to get into Okeechobee. Yeah, and so I kind of saw
it has to be made.
Yeah, I saw it as the opportunity. If we really commit to this name change now, like we'll have press at Okeechobee with our new name. Yeah. And so on the night before we submitted our application, we sat down with a list of like 40 to 50 names and just went through a voting process, and the last one standing was our name. Mm-hmm. And you just can kind of elaborate on the meaning of it.
Yeah, so there's this born in Lithuania, which is where my family's from, but he's technically considered Polish and Czech. He's a poet named Czesław Miłosz, and he wrote this book in, I think, 1951 called The Captive Mind. He was very, like, anti-Soviet, anti-communist kind of writer. And so I was just going through, you know, every author, every book that I had, anywhere to find inspiration kind of thing. And so I looked at this book, The Captive Mind, and they have this chapter. It's called Delta the Troubadour. I was like, oh, that's, you know, there's something possibility. And we started kind of mixing the words around and everything. And eventually we just got to the Delta Troubadours, and that's how we figured it out. But, you know, I think it kind of makes sense for what we do. You know, we're a pretty blues influenced band, a lot of that Delta, Mississippi Delta kind of influence in there. And so I think it fits in a number of ways. Also, Troubadour is a performer, and
Composer,
yeah.
lyricist, poet.
And delta is the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet, often representing the number 4. So it's like the 4 performers, composers, etc. So it's funny because we find different meanings for the name over time. Yeah, I mean, in terms of how we got there, that's how it happened.
Where does your band's kind of inspiration come?
So we often get compared to Kings of Leon, like early Kings of Leon, first 2 albums, Kings of Leon, which is great because it's my favorite, favorite period of Kings of Leon,
Yeah.
But man, it's all over the place. It's, bands like Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones, and obviously all that classic rock stuff is a huge influence to us.
The Black Keys and the White Stripes.
Yeah.
Contemporary
That's what I heard when we were listening to it earlier.
Yeah.
A lot is very dynamic. A lot of dynamic control throughout the song.
Right on.
Yeah.
Each song's different too. I was listening to it. I got called in last minute to come in and I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So when I started listening to it, I want to listen to a variety of it, and they were all different. You don't really know what you're going to get right away. The first song I listened to was Savannah, and it shreds. It opens up so hard and so heavy and so fast. And I can't remember the next song I listened to, but it was totally different. Like 100% slowed down beat,
Probably Grand Ole Opera.
With a melody in the lyrics instead of just so much like abrupt. Not that there wasn't melody.
No, it's very much like a hip hop delivery, I guess, for Savannah. That's kind of what I was envisioning,
Heavily White Stripes too, I think.
Yeah.
It's very powerful in the rhythm, and then the rhythm dies out, and your vocals carry it all.
Yeah, man. Jack White's a huge influence on. For me, for sure. I mean, the rest of the band as well, like all that kind of garage rock revival stuff. I saw his set at Bonnaroo in 2014, and he was slated to play like an hour and 45 minutes. He ended up doing like an hour-long encore.
Wow.
So he almost played for like 3 hours, and I was just blown away the whole time. And it's I think for us as a rock and roll band that we take our influences from a variety of areas, and I'd say it's a unique sound because we're the only people in Gainesville, at least I know, that are playing music like we're doing. But it's kind of nice to see people like Jack White or the Black Keys or bands like My Morning Jacket or the Alabama Shakes still kind of keeping that rock and roll sound alive, because in terms of
inspiration and hope.
Yeah.
What we're doing. So.
In terms of what sells, man, the music industry is
crazy,
real fickle to say the least. And so it's great to see that the bands like that can still make a really, really big statement. So they're all, of course, really, really huge influences on us as well.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
You've been listening to the Delta Troubadours. I've been here with Gritas and John. Thanks for coming in. Let everybody know where they can find your music and your next show and things like that.
Yeah, you can hear our music on Spotify. It's the Delta Troubadours. You can also find it, I think, on Apple Music or
iTunes,
yeah.
YouTube. We've got a few videos, but we actually just finished recording our latest material. We're in the post-production phase right now, but you can expect to hear some new music very soon that we've been working on the past year. So
yeah, and we'll be playing at the Backwoods Fam Jam
on
May 6th. I don't know if the schedule's been announced yet.
Yeah.
May 6th we'll be there. So if you're around the St. Augustine area or anywhere close by and you're trying to get down, then come on out.
Well, I'll be there, and so will Jerry. So, yeah. We've been talking up that festival. We're really excited for it. So be happy to see you guys out there.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'll be able to actually see you this time instead of trying to jump over people.
Just got to bulldoze right through.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Gainesville. This has been Going Rogue Radio. Have a good weekend.
See you next time.